Are you thinking about traveling abroad and know that you will need cash, but you don't want to pay that currency conversion fee? Well, the Fidelity and the Charles Schwab debit card are two options that completely reimburse ATM fees worldwide, unlimited. This year, I went to Taiwan where cash is primarily accepted and wanted to put these two debit cards to the test. In this video, I'll be comparing both of them head to head, using it at various ATMs, domestically and abroad, pointing out the pros and cons with each to help you decide which one, or maybe both, are worth getting. Let's first give a high-level comparison about the accounts. So both of these, the Fidelity Cash Management Account and Charles Schwab One Brokerage Account, can both save, invest, and write checks for free. There are no account opening fees or fees to place a trade online if you're going with a brokerage account, nor monthly maintenance fees. And there's also no minimum required to keep the account open. They both reimburse ATM fees worldwide, unlimited. You can open either online and there's no hard inquiry to your credit to open. And if you decide to fund the accounts by pulling funds, it will take roughly 10 business days for the funds to be made available in your account before you can even request a debit card. So definitely plan ahead if you have an international trip coming up. If you want your funds available sooner so that you can request your debit card sooner, I highly recommend that you push funds from your external account to either your Fidelity Cash Management account or Charles Schwab One Brokerage account. So that was what is the same across both accounts. Now diving into some of the nuanced differences, and I'll break it up into pros and cons here. So with Fidelity, the cash management account allows you to choose between two base options, either via money market account or this lower FDIC insured rate. The good thing about this is that any of your uninvested money will still earn you some returns because it will be placed in one of these two base funds, and you can still liquidate your cash at any time without waiting. I also think that Fidelity's app and website interface is a little bit easier on the eyes, and it's a little bit easier to track the ATM fee reimbursements too because it has its own bucket. The main downside I experienced with Fidelity is that you don't request your debit card until after you open the account, and you will have to manually request it when you have enough funds. On the flip side, for Schwab, you do get the option of either opening a checking account or a brokerage account and requesting a debit card. It just depends on what your needs are if you want the checking or the brokerage account. I went with the brokerage account because then I could get the sign-up bonus. I'll put my referral link in the description if you want to also get the sign-up bonus. But one nice thing about the Charles Schwab account is that you can request a debit card upon account opening, and once the account has been funded sufficiently, Charles Schwab should automatically issue you your debit card. If you want to speed things along, you can request to fill out a form so that they can process and get the debit card maybe a little bit sooner, and you can monitor that process. But something to keep in mind with the Charles Schwab One Brokerage account is that it doesn't have that base earn rate like the cash management account. So any uninvested funds, it would just sit there without accruing interest unless you do something with that cash. But you do need to have uninvested cash in order to write checks or to use the debit card. So that's something to keep in the back of your head. Either have some uninvested cash for you to immediately use if you need to, or to remember to allow for 1 business day for the cash to be liquidated in order for you to use in a debit transaction. I also found that the Charles Schwab interface, either the website or the app, was a little bit more busy compared to Fidelity, and also had quite a bit of difficulty trying to push funds from my external account to fund my Charles Schwab brokerage account, and I tried multiple avenues to no success, so I ended up having to pull the funds and wait a little bit longer that way. So it was a little bit frustrating on that front. So at this account level comparison, it seems like Fidelity has one up Charles Schwab. But one big proponent of the Charles Schwab account is that you have the ability to get a sign-up bonus if you open a Charles Schwab One Brokerage account. I'll put my referral link down in the description so we can both benefit from this. And from my experience, I was able to get that promotional bonus very quickly after the award window had closed. I do dive into a little bit more detail for both of these accounts if you're curious. I made separate videos about that on my channel, so you can check that out. But now let's move on to my personal experience withdrawing cash at various ATMs across the world. I have to say both of them had a very seamless experience withdrawing cash from any US ATM. Most ATMs also specifically show the actual fee up front, and it prints it out also on the receipt too, so it's very clear how much you're getting charged extra. Then a few business days later, I could go into my account on both of them and see that the fee was reimbursed on the same day that the transaction happened. So the fee was reimbursed automatically and very quickly, and it was very easy to see, at least for US ATMs. A little bit different story when I tried it abroad in Taiwan. Getting the cash though from the ATMs was not a problem for either of these cards, but it came to be a problem when the accounts couldn't automatically detect what was the ATM fee, so it didn't automatically reimburse the fee, and I had to call both of their customer service in order to manually request the reimbursement. So bottom line, if you're going to use it abroad, make sure that you hold on to your receipts. Now, there were some nuanced differences between Fidelity and Charles Schwab that I want to point out that might affect your decision making. Starting with Fidelity, I do like that in addition to looking at the transaction history to check if the fee was reimbursed, it has its own ATM fee reimbursed buckets. You can even keep track of, over time, how much cumulative fee you actually saved. And even though I did have to manually call their customer service to get the international ATM fee reimbursed, I didn't have to wait as long as versus Charles Schwab, and I didn't even have to provide any documentation. They took my word for it, and the fee was reimbursed to me manually, journal entered, within a few business days. But one downside to Fidelity compared to Schwab is that you're not able to see your account balance on foreign ATMs, and you can only select a predetermined amount based on the ATM, otherwise you will error out. But this is the norm when using a debit card, usually at other ATMs. Charles Schwab, on the other hand, has different perks. I found that it was very seamless to use in the US because I could also see even the account information on the foreign ATM without getting any error messages, which was prevalent on the Fidelity one, and I could even choose dollar denominations that were not preset. So as long as the ATM had the bills to give it to me, I was able to pick almost any denomination I want. This perk I think a lot of people will appreciate, but there is quite a bit of a downside if you were to use the Schwab internationally, as I did. I had a lot of trouble trying to get the ATM fee back, especially for the ones that I forgot to keep the receipt for. I had to have a long wait time, and they had to open a whole case just to literally reimburse me about $3 back. And ultimately, for the ones that I didn't have a receipt, they were not able to reimburse me. So to sum things up, pick Fidelity if you want a little bit simpler app interface and the ability to have your uninvested accounts automatically earn a set rate and not have to worry about liquidating before using a debit transaction. The Charles Schwab is great if you want to be able to withdraw cash in more denomination options. But funding an account and making sure that you have enough funds to liquidate to use a debit transaction is an additional step that you have to think about in the Charles Schwab One brokerage account. But bottom line for both of them, they reimburse ATM fees very well domestically in the US. Kind of hit or miss if you do so internationally, so make sure you hold on to those receipts. If you are interested in applying for the Charles Schwab one, again, make sure you use my referral link so you can get that sign-up bonus. If you want to learn more about either of these accounts or see the debit card unboxing experience, check out my channel. I've done individual videos on both. But I hope you found this comparison video helpful. Make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.